Hey guys, I've been doing this thing where I'm making a video out of a social media response that I have, and here's the next in that series. I'm going to speed this up so I can read through it quickly. Because this needs to be said. 1. Co-signing is not a small favor. Quit asking people to do that. 2. Those extra rooms you see in people's houses are for visiting, not for you to live in for free long term. 3. Somebody's good job is not your meal ticket. Stop getting mad when they don't live up to the expectations of them taking care of you. 4. How someone spends the money they earn is not any of your concern, nor is it any of your business. 5. When your age reaches over 18 years old, your parents are not your financial supporters anymore. 6. It is not okay to spend all your money having fun and expect the one who sacrificed and saved to make sure you're not hungry. 7. If you don't have a car and ask for a ride, gas isn't free. 8. If a person seems to have more money than they need, work as hard as they have if you want to be like them. 9. If you borrow money from someone, make sure you pay it back. And 10. Don't take the ones who love you for granted.
That was really fun. I'm laughing. This was my response. You might be interested in moral foundations theory. There is a book by Jonathan Haidt called The Righteous Mind. As we make attempts to fortify someone else's moral fabric, a practice that is generally not effective outside of raising children or mentoring in certain situations, it's important to have a rational understanding of our own conception of morality. Otherwise, we may be just revealing our own self-righteousness, which is also an important step in the self-realization process. In moral foundations theory, there are 5 pillars. The advice that is given here in your post would mostly fall under the fairness cheating pillar. We don't like freeloaders. It's a natural part of being human. We don't like it when someone doesn't pull their own weight. But there are many circumstances which may prevent someone from pulling their own weight financially, which do not necessarily make them a bad or immoral person. We live in a world in which currency is an unconscious form of righteousness. But the inability to generate money does not necessarily indicate a lack in moral fiber. Also, it is not always true that we live in a world where if you work hard, you will be rewarded with money. Things are not quite as cause and effect as we would like to imagine them to be. Sometimes people without money have something very significant to offer their communities. Oftentimes, these gifts are overlooked because currency righteousness is such a very big deal. If we are an unconscious servant to the monetary system, we will also judge according to that allegiance. Over the last 5 years, I've had to distinguish between my true worth and my capacity to generate income. I've had to choose to be true to my deepest calling, even when that meant disappointing others. I've had to grow my capacity to receive from people in ways that were outside the norm. These supernormal interactions have been a huge part of an awakening process for myself and my friends. We have learned how to give and receive in a fashion that is not taught in a currency-centered culture. All of the advice in your post is sound, but there is so much to be said for the spirit in which we teach. All the advice in your post should have been learned when we were children, and it's true that some of us did not learn these basic lessons of respect. You always have interesting posts. Thanks for playing. Many blessings, my brother. I haven't been online much recently, but sometimes when I do get on, I end up writing these responses to posts, which I realize, this is kind of a short essay and also a description of what my life has been like. And I think there's some wisdom to be gained in all of this. Like I told this Facebook friend, these are not bad ideas, but they're also not, a full picture. So I think it's not as much that I need to disagree with people as much as sometimes I find a post helps me to kind of illuminate my own experience. And as you've discovered, if you follow any of my stuff, I really like to illuminate and be illuminated. Many blessings to all of you. Thanks for tuning in.
Sit. Come on, sit. Look this way. Look this way.
He's not required to look anyway, is he? Oh, hey.